The temperature outside was freezing, a bitter pre-Christmas wind rattling the window panes of my cozy, debt-free home. Inside, however, the air was hot with tension, thick enough to choke on. The source of the heat was my son-in-law, Mark *, 38, a man whose ambition was matched only by his cruel entitlement. He was standing in my living room, arguing with his own father, George *, 70, who was visibly shaking. George, a kind, gentle widower, had been living with Mark, my daughter Sarah *, 35, and my 2 grandchildren for 2 years, sharing the small second-floor guest room after losing his own wife Angie. Downsizing, the arrangement had suddenly soured. I, David *, 65, George's long-time friend and the owner of the house, was there trying to mediate, but Mark wasn't interested in mediation. He wanted eviction. "I'll kick this old man out and you'll move in with me," Mark hissed into his father's face, referring to me, the actual owner, with utter contempt. His new plan, revealed in that single, chilling statement, was to force me out of my house, move his family in, and use the equity of my fully pay-off property to fund his failing, pretentious business ventures. He saw my home, a beacon of stability I had built over 40 years, as a disposable asset, and me as a pathetic old man to be tossed aside before Christmas. What Mark didn't know was that I wasn't just a friendly old neighbor who let my daughter and her family live rent-free in my house. I was a former military intelligence officer with a knack for anticipating betrayal, and my cozy, debt-free home was, in fact, the most elaborately protected piece of property in the county. I had already put mechanisms in place to ensure that any attempt to seize it would not just fail, but would trigger the complete financial destruction of anyone involved. Was I wrong to let my son-in-law believe my home was an easy target, simply to watch his inevitable, devastating self-destruction, or was preparing a comprehensive defense against betrayal the only way to protect my legacy and my daughter? Tell me, if someone tried to steal your home right before Christmas, would you call the police, or would you allow them to step into the perfectly laid trap you prepared months ago? My name is David *, 65, a retired chief warrant officer specializing in counter-intelligence and property defense. My daughter, Sarah *, 35, is a sweet, often overwhelmed school teacher, deeply married to the idea of her husband, Mark, as a successful, driven man, despite all evidence to the contrary. Mark, 38, is a high-pressure corporate consultant whose company exists mostly on credit and false promises. The house situation is complex. I retired early and realized my home was too big. I gifted Sarah and Mark the use of the house, allowing them to live rent-free in a formal, notarized agreement that specifically stated they were tenants at will not owners, and that the deed remained solely in my name. I retained the large master suite for myself. This arrangement saved them thousands in rent and allowed them to build savings, which Mark immediately funneled into his business. George, Mark's father, came to live with them 2 years ago after his wife passed. He paid a modest amount for his room, contributing to utilities, and was a quiet, welcome presence. The crisis ignited when Mark's business partner abruptly pulled out, leaving Mark on the hook for a massive debtor, round $300,000. Desperate, Mark began openly coveting my house. He knew its value estimated at $950,000. $00 and he saw the solution to his debt in my equity. The confrontation I witnessed was the culmination of his plan. Mark was arguing with George because George, knowing Mark's character, had just refused to secretly co-sign a predatory second mortgage Mark planned to take out against the house after forcing me out. George's refusal was met with Mark's threat: move George out, force me out, and use the house as collateral. When Mark threatened me, I didn't react. I just looked at him with a chilling calmness that unnerved him more than any shouting match. I knew he was testing the waters. For 6 months, anticipating a move against my property, which is common in families stressed by debt, I had implemented my defense protocol Delta. This protocol had 3 major components. 1. The deed and trust. The deed wasn't just in my name. 3 months ago, I transferred the house into an irrevocable family protection trust. The trust's core mandate was to maintain the property for my grandchildren's future use, and it specifically stipulated that the property could not be sold, mortgaged, or leveraged while I, primary beneficiary, was alive and residing there. Any attempt to violate this clause would trigger immediate legal action by the trust's external counsel. 2. The security system. I installed a military-grade silent surveillance system throughout the house, connected to a dedicated, encrypted off-site server. This system recorded all conversations, movements, and, critically, any discussion of intent to harm me or seize the property. 3. The hidden vault. As an added measure, I had a custom, floor-to-ceiling concrete wall constructed in the basement, sealing off a large, hidden room. I told everyone it was a new storage area. In reality, this room contained a dedicated office, fully equipped with a separate internet line, a generator, and a direct line to my lawyer and Arthur, my old ham radio friend from my service days, who now monitored certain frequencies. If things got physical, I had a safe retreat and communication center. The day after the confrontation, Mark escalated. He had the locks changed on the main entrance, claiming it was for security. He cut off my access to the main thermostat, leaving my wing of the house cold. He also moved a heavy, old bookshelf in front of the door to George's room, isolating him. I was being systematically targeted for removal. I let him make these moves, recording every single one with my silent system. I knew he was documenting my perceived frailty and his concerns to build a legal case for incompetence. But he was actually building the perfect prosecution case against himself for harassment and unlawful detainment. On the 3rd morning, Mark approached me with a manila envelope. "Dad," he said, using that fake, sickly, sweet tone, "we're done with the pipes. I've hired a team of movers. You're going to a lovely assisted living facility by the lake. Your room is paid for through January." He was trying to physically evict me before he started the fraudulent title transfer. I took the envelope, which contained a reservation confirmation for a low-end facility, and smiled. "That's very thoughtful, Mark," I said, my voice calm, "but I think I'll stay here for Christmas." He went ballistic. He grabbed my arm hard. "You don't have a choice, old man. The house is going to be sold. Get out." He grabbed me and started dragging me toward the back door. That was the line: physical assault and attempted illegal eviction. So that's the situation I was in. My son-in-law, Mark, had just physically assaulted me and was trying to drag me out of my own $950,000 house to force an illegal sale and solve his $300,000 debt problem. He believed the deed was a simple transfer away. He was unaware the house was locked in an irrevocable trust. Every word he spoke was recorded, and the police were minutes away, having been alerted by George. Before I tell you about the chaotic, final scene that saw him arrested and his entire life destroyed, I want you to pause and comment below what you would have done in my shoes. Would you have physically fought back against the man dragging you, or would you remain passive, allowing the surveillance system to build an irrefutable legal case against him? I remained passive. Physical violence would have given him an opportunity to claim self-defense or further exaggerate my incompetence. My true weapon was the verifiable date of his malice. As Mark dragged me across the foyer, I spoke clearly, ensuring the microphone in my collar picked up every word. Mark, you are currently committing assault, illegal eviction, and you are violating the terms of the Family Protection Trust, all of which has been recorded. He just laughed, a high, nervous sound. What trust? You're rambling, Grandpa. There's nothing you can do. Just as he reached the door, 3 things happened simultaneously. First, the house lights began to flash rapidly. My contingency system had been activated. Second, 2 uniformed police officers and a visibly panicked Sarah burst through the front door. Sarah looked utterly horrified. She had been called by George who had managed to slip a note out a window to a delivery driver after being isolated by Mark. Third, Mark's phone, which was connected to the house Wi-Fi, lit up with a massive emergency email. A temporary restraining order and a lawsuit against him, filed by the Family Protection Trust ***. The email detailed the $300,000 judgment now being sought against him for breach of contract and malicious property damage, the lock changes, and thermostat tampering. Mark froze, staring at the flashing lights, the police, and the lawsuit notification. His eyes darted to the recording device I was now holding up slightly. The officers immediately separated us. Sarah rushed to me, sobbing and apologizing profusely. She had no idea how deeply Mark was in debt or the extent of his actions. The police arrested Mark on the spot for assault, illegal eviction, and elder abuse. The surveillance footage, clean, indisputable video and audio of him changing the locks, harassing George, and dragging me, was turned over to the authorities by my lawyer that same evening. The consequence for Mark was total ruin. He was charged with felony elder abuse and assault. The Family Protection Trust filed a massive civil suit, successfully proving malicious intent to defraud the beneficiaries. His $300,000 debt remained, but the civil judgment against him added another $150,000 in penalties and legal fees. The house was completely secured by the trust, which had all the necessary legal firewalls to prevent seizure. Mark lost his freedom. His marriage, Sarah, filed for divorce immediately upon seeing the evidence, and his entire financial future. He walked away from the marriage with nothing but debt and a felony record. I kept the house. I installed a comprehensive panic system, and George was welcomed as a permanent, respected member of the household. Sarah and the grandchildren moved back in properly, now knowing the truth and free of Mark's poisonous influence. The house, which Mark had tried to turn into a tool of destruction, became the secure sanctuary it was always meant to be. I lost a difficult son-in-law, but I saved my daughter and secured my grandchildren's legacy. It was the best Christmas present I could have ever engineered. Like this video if you believe military intelligence trumps greedy entitlement every single time. Subscribe for more stories where the old man sets the perfect trap. Share your final thoughts on Mark's disastrous plan in the comments section below. I'll see you all in the next story.